All hail the storm gods.
Oh my God!
As we roll with some of the wildest storm chasers.
That's a tornado.
Into a series of twists and turns that'll light up the sky, completely blow you away, and keep you on the edge of your seat.
It's gonna get ugly here in 10 minutes. I better get out of here.
So join us as we kite surf into the eye of the storm and flood your TV screens with the best footage we could find. This is Life on the Edge. Coming up, the tourist who didn't shelve his responsibilities to catch this epic cloud on camera.
Look at the advancing shelf, it's huge!
And the farmer who filmed this dust storm knew what was coming was big, but not this big.
Better get going. I'll catch you later before we get smashed.
But first,
this is insane!
It absolutely is insane. This was filmed by boat technician Corey Smith as a violent storm hit the Pennsylvanian coast. He was working on an anchored boat in Chatham Harbour when the region was ravaged by a powerful tornado. Corey just held on for dear life on the deck and kept the camera rolling.
Line snapping, sails pulling out. I hope this guy's got a good morning. Yeah, I was... What the... Woohoo! Holy...
Next, when this footage was originally published by videographer MARTIEN JANSSEN, it was aptly titled The Perfect Storm. MARTIEN was able to capture the frantic lightning dancing beneath our galaxy, the Milky Way, in what was an incredibly rare piece of camera work. The opportunity presented itself in the Philippines, and MARTIEN had to wait for perfect, clear conditions to get the shots he wanted. Truly incredible. We're heading from big and beautiful to just plain big now.
Oh my God! That is a monster! This will be the best storm. Look at that shelf cloud.
You're watching tourist Chris McPherson's video and listening to his reaction in real time.
The size of it!
As he filmed the gigantic shelf cloud in Barcelona, Spain.
The behemoth!
When the camera focuses on the beach, you can see some people rushing to leave, while others don't seem bothered by the pending tempest. Either way, it's an ominous and impressive video.
The size of it!
Now this is the heart-stopping moment Australian farmer David Motley braced for a monster dust storm.
It's gonna get ugly here in 10 minutes. I better get out of here.
But David didn't really leave. 10 minutes later, the storm hit, and the brave farmer carried on filming.
And here we are 10 minutes later, and
Still to come, lower the anchor because we're sailing into stormy seas. Welcome back to Life on the Edge, where we're looking at a passenger ship in troubled waters. During a major storm in Bodo, Norway, Alexander FARSTAD captured this frightening scene on camera, with the wind blowing the ship closer and closer to the dock. The ship was packed full of passengers, but none were hurt in the ordeal. Fortunately, the ship was pretty much okay too. From the sea to the sky now, and the last place you'd want to see a storm like this is when you're on board a plane. This was captured by terrified passenger John VACCARO just above Tampa International Airport in Florida. As the plane circled, waiting for the storm to calm so it could land, John filmed what was going on outside.
Whoa, holy. Whoa, holy.
Next,
That's a tornado.
this terrifying twister was caught on camera by TJ Phillips as it destroyed houses and power lines in Iowa, USA.
That's a tornado. Let's go. Come on. Just go. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm shaking. There is a tornado going into Bondurant as we speak, blowing up power lines. Oh my God. Oh my God. Honey, get inside. There just went a house. There just went a house. Houses are going. Unfreaking believable. Unbelievable. Lauren, go get our son. Go get our son. Bring him down here now. Houses are being torn to shreds in Bondurant. Houses are being torn to shreds. Oh my God.
Now this is about as life on the edge as it gets. A daredevil kite surfer in the middle of a full-blown hurricane. ERIN CALLUM ventured outside to capture this footage in Nags Head, North Carolina. She couldn't believe her eyes when she saw someone doing something so potentially deadly during a major storm. It's still windy and this huge marquee did not stand a chance when 100-mile-an-hour winds hit St Andrews, Scotland. Fortunately, keen golfer Alan McLaughlin was on hand to film the havoc. Staying in Scotland, and this is what unhappy campers Charles Russell and Kevin Waters woke up to one morning in Perthshire following a storm surge.
The time is 7:30. We've been woken up. This is what's going on at our tent at the moment. Kev's lost his shoes. Everything's soaking. Look at this. Oh,
Still to come, an Australian beach as you've never seen it before. Welcome back to Life on the Edge, where we're all about hail. Believe it or not, we're looking at a beach in New South Wales, Australia. PAULA ORBEA had to hide under 2 beach umbrellas to film this. It occurred as the whole region was being battered by a series of bizarrely powerful hailstorms. Australia is no stranger to monster hailstorms. We also found this ferocious downpour in Canberra, captured by Pete Richens. He said at the time that the stones were so big, he was worried about the people and animals caught in it outside.
It has completely destroyed our roof. They're humongous. Destroyed.
We came across this one in Melbourne too, filmed by Brooke King. The term golf ball sized was used to describe these beasts. But the hailstorms we've just seen have nothing on this one off the Italian coast. Just listen to the power of these stones, also golf ball sized, hitting the Adriatic Sea. Some people associate Florida in the US with big storms, but this town hadn't seen hail for years until this moment. Kathy HUEBNER set the phone cam rolling when she heard this intense storm whipping up around her home in the Atlantic. When she looked outside, she saw the pool churning as if the water was boiling. And guess what term Kathy used to describe these hailstones? You guessed it, golf ball sized. Finally, when it comes to hail, we could be going even bigger than golf balls here. This was also captured on a phone camera. RUBAN Paul was at his home in South Africa when the storm struck. The footage had an epic impact. Next, a group of daredevil surfers willing to risk it all for the thrill of riding killer waves. Ryan Chatfield kept his camera rolling as the gang of young surfers jumped into a storm-triggered swell in Canal Rock, Australia. When you're on top of a volcano, the last thing you want to see is a dust tornado whipped up by the wind. That's what this is.
Ready to run.
Shocked but not quite blown away on the island of Vanuatu were Chris Horsley and Jeff MACKLEY. They were on an expedition to the Marram crater when the dust devil began churning up their camp. It did cause some minor damage, but nothing Chris and Jeff couldn't repair. Still to come on Life on the Edge, we're running in the rain with a very big twist. Welcome back. We're in the famous floating city of Venice now, where minor flooding is quite common. When it rains though, the floods can get a little bit out of hand. That didn't stop these marathon runners though, who ploughed on regardless. Like the marathon runners, you have to admire the courage of this intrepid guy too, who cycled on despite an astonishing storm in New South Wales, Australia. Arlington, Virginia now, where after days of relentless rain, a whirlpool formed in this flooded parking lot. As retired Marine Paul Brickley pans across the parking lot, it's clear that this is some serious flooding. Next, this is the terrifying moment a tornado hit a factory in Kalamata, Greece, and it doesn't need much explanation. Finally, the frightening moment two gigantic waterspouts advanced towards New Orleans, the culmination of a storm that saw thousands of people evacuated. This footage was captured by lab technician Jessica Caballeros, whose workplace was right in the tornado's firing line. The closest tornado is much larger than its twin, but both were threateningly close. Coming up next time on Life on the Edge, we're flipping out. Celebrating intrepid trampolinists, brave bikers, and those who reach for the stars. If they're performing a flip, successfully or not, then we're all over it. That's next time on Life on the Edge.